We've got an Evansville favorite, a local guy going big places. Everybody, help me welcome to the stage, Mr. Keough.
Jesus Christ, people, thank you for coming out on this cold-ass night. We do appreciate you getting out here for this. It's so cold that it makes you swear. Walk out your door, you're like, this is fucking bullshit! Immediately. This lady's with me.
Yeah.
She said it. Tell you a little bit about myself. I think I'm too nice. I get taken advantage of all the time. So I'm going to start paying karma back. Do things backwards. Like if you're pulled over off the side of the road with a flat tire, get out of my car, flatten another one for you. See an old lady crossing the street, I'm going to pick her up and take her back to where she started from. I'm sick of it, people. It's annoying. Something else about me, I worked in Afghanistan for a couple years. Worked alongside the soldiers fighting the war. Part of my job while I was over there is I had to inspect their living quarters, their tents, and all that stuff. You know, Army's comprised of mainly 20 to 25-year-old guys. So, I mean, walked in on a lot of masturbation. Lots of it. Walking in on masturbation is a lot like going into combat. You know, like your first time, you're terrified. By the end of it, you're just hoping you don't get shot in the face. Figured out the other day, I got a superpower. Don't know how it's going to come in handy, but if I'm driving down the road in my truck and there's a dog in the front yard, if I look at it, 100% chance it's going to be taking a shit. I don't know why. I don't know how this is going to come in handy, but you got a constipated dog, give me a call. I'll drive by, we'll get this taken care of. I like dogs a lot, people. Who's got a dog? Who's got a dog? Yeah, alright, good job. A lot of people say their dog's their best friend, right? But at the same time, they'll have a human best friend. There's large differences between the two, you know. Dog get away with a lot of things a person can't. For instance, if your human best friend came over and took a shit in your kitchen, think you're going to hang out too much anymore? No. On the other hand, your dog take a dump in your kitchen while he's staring you in the face, like, hey, get a paper towel, clean that up. I'm still going to be living here. Best friend starts shitting in your kitchen all the time. He's not going to be around, right? Like, your other friends are going to come over and be like, hey, where's Chris? And be like, had to put him down. That's what you do, euthanize your friends that take dumps in your kitchen. Y'all hear the story about the pit bull out west? Got into a fight the other day. What happened? I'll just preface everything. This dog, these people lived in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, right? The dog went up this trail, came down one day, had all these cuts all over it, right? The owners thought, must be a mountain lion up there. It took like 400 stitches to saw him up, right? So they didn't want a mountain lion eating their kids, so they're going to go hunt it down and kill it. They get a little ways up the trail. No mountain lion, just 9 dead coyotes. Coyotes thought they were going to eat a pit bull. Pit bull was like, no, you're fucking not. I don't eat because I'm hungry or I'm scared. I fight because I love it. They just ran into the Rambo of pit bulls, people. He was like, they drew first blood. These are the kind of things I like to think about. Shit I like to read about. I'm never going to grow up. For instance, did you people know there's an area in India called the Sundarbans? And it's highly populated with tigers. Right? Now in India, you're not allowed to own a gun. Right? So, over the past 200 years, the tigers on average have eaten 60 to 80 people a year. No way to fight back, right? At first, they try putting these masks on the back of their heads, because apparently a tiger, if you see him, doesn't want to attack you. Right? So, they kind of got the deaths down there for a little bit. But, tigers one day huddled up, were like, hey, if you wave at them and they don't freeze, it's probably a fucking mask. And secondly, we're tigers. They don't have teeth, antlers, or claws. Why aren't we just chasing them down? Right? So, tigers back to eating people. People account for 3% of all the tigers' diet in the Sundarbans. Right? The government even has a program where you can release some of your livestock out into the woods and they will reimburse you. So it's like the mafia of tigers. Like one morning you wake up, tiger's leaning on the gate to your village like, Frank, I late on your payment. He's like, I'm sorry, sir, but the pigs, their litter failed. Fuck you, pay me. What about your skinny cow? Give me your fucking skinny cow. I don't get your skinny cows, your donkeys, your pigs. I'm coming for your kids. Right? Which is weird. Here's the thing. 25,000 people over the last 200 years have been eaten by tigers. 3,000 Americans died in the World Trade Center attacks, right? And we vow to eradicate all terrorists from the face of the earth. Meanwhile, 25,000 Indians eaten by tigers, all kinds of Save the Tiger campaigns. Life is fucked up, people. But see, like, that's real right there. You know, I feel like we're living an artificial life, right? Right now it should be nighttime, we got lights, my voice is amplified. I want to get back to nature, you know? I want to go out in the woods, I want to kill a mountain lion, I want to make a loincloth out of it. I want to grow my toenails that long so I got extra traction. I want to chase down my prey with a spear. I want to go to Maine. I want to tame a moose. I'm going to ride a moose. Why did people tame horses? Why not a moose? A 1,400-pound deer? Are you kidding me? Nobody's going to mess with you on a 1,400-pound deer. Just warriors mounted up. Fields of mooses. Come to your town. You hear their bugle. Are those humpbacks coming up in Iowa? No, that's a fucking moose. Nobody's going to mess with you on a moose. Nobody at all, because you know what a moose has? Lots of stomps. Lots of stomps for you. This is how I live, people. This is what I think about when I'm by myself. Come hang out with me, please. I need more friends. You know, whenever I was younger, people used to warn me about all kinds of things that would happen to me whenever I grew up, right? For instance, I would have thought by this time in my life, I would have caught on fire like 4 or 5 times. With all the emphasis on stop, drop, and roll training in my youth. Never got to use that shit, you know? Used to kind of plan it out where would be the best place to catch on fire, right? Obviously, next to a pool, or in a rainstorm, or top of a hill, right? Because that's how you're going to roll. Also, got warned all the time, don't run with scissors. Anybody know anybody injured in a running with scissors incident? Never in your life have you heard that, right? Never said don't run with guns, knives, or swords. But if you watch a war movie, that's all they do. And it looks pretty badass. I could just see the safest war ever fought. 2 armies lined up, nothing but pairs of fisters. We're going to get over there slowly and kick your ass. But nobody ever sat me down whenever I was a young kid and said, hey, Corey, whenever you grow up, make sure you don't watch too much porn. Why? Because you're going to watch a bunch of 9s and 10s do shit that 3s and 4s you fucking won't, right? Get a new girlfriend, she's like, don't put that shit on my face. And I'm like, but the girl in the video looks extremely happy about this. Like, get on board, right? And here's the thing about it. The other day, I was watching The View, I don't know why. Heather Locklear was on there. In the interview, they said, Heather, what have you done to maintain your youthful appearance? To which she replied, daily semen facials. True story, people, Google it. So good news. Skin on my belly is going to look great into my late 40s. Thank you, everybody. That's my time. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the show. Tip your server.
Again, Corey Keough, everybody.